really surprised with the high speed and also the class of a lot of the youngsters.
It keeps you on your toes. If you make the smallest mistake, you drop off and you have to work really hard to catch back on.
It is going to be incredibly fast out there.
You can have a good race, you can have a bad race. It doesn't really matter who is there. You just need to focus on yourself.
I think it's going to be flat out from the start.
Very punchy, it's more cross-country like.
There's a lot of adrenaline going everywhere and people are going to be willing to take risks that they usually wouldn't.
Anything can happen. You can have a puncture, a fall.
I think I'm going for the win.
This is what the Virgin Active Ride Joburg 2024 edition is all about. Welcome to it. Almost drought conditions in Joburg over the last couple of weeks, but now the rain has decided to come through.
Super excited for Ride Joburg to be back at Steyn City. We absolutely love hosting this event. We love the vibe. We love the atmosphere of families, elites, amateurs, first-timers coming around to get to explore the amazing trails that our team put together here at Steyn City.
For all the races for today, for the elite fields and the recreational riders, you're up for the challenge. Steyn City offers lots of climbing and not a lot of technical sections, but majority climbing, 50 kilometers, flat and fast in Steyn City. You guys are going to enjoy it.
The big day has arrived, the 50-kilometer main mountain bike marathon of the Virgin Active Ride Joburg.
It is our 4th edition back at Steyn City, and there's a reason we're coming back. We've got such a great support from the route builds to the marketing to the ops department, and we can't thank them enough.
Behind me, all the favorites ready to light up this course. A little bit of rain yesterday has dampened things down. These guys are on form. The track very grippy. It means that there isn't going to be any washouts or anything like that. It's going to be about keeping the power down.
If you want to win this race, you have to be at 100%. And yeah, today I'm not at 100%, but I'll try my best to, just to race. I think that's the best I can do today.
I'm looking forward to the race. It's a cool course. I've done it 2 years ago, but in very different conditions than today. With such a short race, it's probably more suitable to the cross-country riders. I hope the weather stays the way it is, and I'm hoping for a good ride.
Amped, hyped, twitchy and testy. A clutch of the best mountain bikers in the land rolled up to the start line. The competition is fierce and some had made swift plans to be part of one of the biggest races in the land.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to come up. I watched this race live last year and I was really sad not to be here. Put it on the calendar. Unfortunately, it clashed with Wines to Wales. Yeah, I raced 2 days there. Unfortunately, my partner had some bad luck, so yeah, I took the opportunity, jumped on a plane, and yeah, happy to be here this morning.
Arno's last-minute manoeuvre lent added tension to the men's race.
All the boys except Arno. He pulled a sneaky one. Does 3 days of wines and then comes to 9.7. No, it's good.
Decided last minute to come through. So I hear it's very short and sharp. So yeah, I like that.
I rode it earlier in the week. It's like Steve said earlier, it's not exceptionally technical, but it's the speed that makes it technical. I think the grip's going to be really good with the rain we've had. And I think we're going to be very fortunate. We're going to have a gap where it will be dry and then maybe rain a little bit later. So it's going to make this place even more fun than what it already is.
It's so fast. I think it's going to be flat out from the start. The altitude's quite high, so I might, I don't know the game plan, but hopefully it'll be fast and fun.
Of course, it's not all about the sharp end. The Virgin Active Ride Joburg mountain bike race was inked into the riding calendars of thousands of South Africans. Super to see strong, committed amateurs line up in their respective batches behind the elites. They had done the prep and would get just as much pleasure out of the ride as the guys and girls dicing it out minutes and in some cases hours ahead of them.
When the racing's strong, it's always a pleasure. It's what we do it for.
When we drove in this morning, I was like, wow, this place is amazing. And I can't believe there's a 50k route.
Bianca Hoard travelled from KwaZulu-Natal to race, while Insect Science's Arnaud de Toy had flown in from the Cape to test himself on a course that suits his skill set. He was excited to be up against the feisty and fast next-gen racers.
Really surprised with the high speed and also the class of a lot of the youngsters.
And there were plenty of them in the packed elite batch, all itching to win a race that has often in the past seen the emergence of a star of the future. The likes of Ryan Gibbons, Wessel Boerter, Peter de Toy and Jaden Turlo are all previous winners. Bloemfontein's Daniel Kotze lit an early fire as they charged along the boundary wall. Then Jan Witthaar, Jordan Boshoff, Arnaud de Toy and Travis Rademan Ludiker were making sure the tempo remained high before the single track.
Waking up, I came here and I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's a good race, but most of the strong girls aren't here. And then I picked up to the start line and I see Bianca Hoare standing there and I'm like, okay, this will not be an easy race.
The Namibian star was under no illusions as to how tough it would be. Likewise, the former elite African XCO champion Hoare, who had made a sensational return to racing this year.
Often marathons, you like see people at the start and you don't see them until the finish.
It's really packed and you never really know where you are because it's so twisty and turny.
Elite women were on the charge. Tanya Bugarin was intent on staying near the front and hugged the leader's wheels. Kylie Skeepers in the red Skynet jersey was comfortable with the pace as well. But soon it was just three, Bianca Hoare, Vera Losa and Skeepers, who opened a small gap to the chasers as they snaked along the cement paths. Losa is back from a highly successful international season that saw her win the UCI Marathon World Series overall title. However, at 50k's, this course was by a large margin far shorter than the World Series races, so she would have to use her experience and tactical nous to outwit her rivals on a route that had plenty of variables.
The single tracks, there's long climbs, there's not so long climbs, there's steep climbs, a lot of drags and a nice view. You're riding on the golf course, it's a beautiful golf course, a beautiful city.
It keeps you on your toes and the speed is high. So if you make the smallest mistake, you drop off and you have to work really hard to catch the console. A lot of people might say it's not so technical. Up front, you can't make any mistakes, and to me that's a technicality in itself. It's extremely unique and it's very good fun, especially now after the rain. There's a lot of grip, but there's always a couple of places which are pebbly that will catch you out. And I knew from about halfway I'm going to have to make it hard because a lot of these guys can kick with a lot more power towards the end.
It's very punchy, it's more cross-country like. The pace was also cross-country like today.
The racing was intense. No time for cruising here. They were all on the charge. Losa and Hoare soon opened a gap to their rivals and were picking off the back end of the men's elite field. It was now all about tactics. Who would do the work, when and how? Hoare's return after a 5-year absence is a huge boost for women's racing. And while Losa was winning overseas, Bianca had spent the year hoovering up wins locally, such as in the Ford Trail Seeker Series, where she won at Du Bosveld and was second at Sondela, marking her as one of the strongest women on the domestic racing scene right now. Third place was held by Pretoria-based Spaniard Tanya Bugarin, who also had a breakout season with consistent podium finishes in the Trail Seeker Series. But she was no match for Losa and Hoare on the trails of Steyn City. The pair had put minutes into their rivals by halfway. And best had been caught by Sancha Milan and national youth champion Nika Nokia of Midstream College. There was no major climb, but rather a succession of relentless, short, sharp pitches in between the rocky and technical trails. They all took a toll on the legs as the race wore on.
When we got back to the golf club, and it's such a gamble to leave it to a sprint, then I had so much doubt that I should do it, but I eventually committed and just rode as hard as I could on the uphills. And it paid off in the end, but just I was able to keep up.
It was a race where tactics played a huge role in the outcome.
Yeah, it was quite a hectic race. There was no chance that I could get away early on, and I was just following and trying to keep it safe. And yeah, in the end, fatigue just kicked into the youngsters, and I was happy to just have one last kick at the end.
He said he was tired, but he wouldn't have been here if he was that tired. Now I knew from about halfway I'm going to have to make it hard because a lot of these guys can kick with a lot more power.
No, I really wanted to win today. Taking away with third, I'm happy.
I'd rather come second to good competition than win.
Sweet justification for his late decision to enter, as Insect Science's Arne de Toy took the win in 1 hour and 39 minutes. And a triumph for experience over youth with another elder statesman, Vitar, in second ahead of young Boshoff. Out on the trails, the women's race was heading for a 2-up sprint to decide the winner.
We definitely didn't leave anything out there. I prefer it this way. I love racing like this.
I love racing with Vera. She's such an exciting race, and yeah, I really enjoyed this race.
I told myself this morning, just going to do my best, give it my all, and then see what happens.
I wanted it to be super hard, especially because Vera's doing the road race next weekend. So she's had a lot of high tempo now this weekend. So hopefully she can win next weekend.
Pedigreed racers they both are, and it was full gas over the last few kilometres, which included smooth golf cart paths and more short, sharp and loose climbs.
I love aggressive racing, so yeah, it was so cool to race with her. I would say I was the nail the whole way. When she would go to the front, I was suffering properly. If she attacked on that last grass hill, I might have blown, but found a second wind around this corner here, so yeah, lucky.
No, I'm over the moon with my first place. I was not expecting that because of the strong field of ladies.
Lawson Hall clocked 1 hour and 56 minutes. The only sub-2 hour women finishers. Skippers was a very impressive third in 2 hours and 3 minutes. Steyn City's Bianca Hall made the trip up from Glencairn Farm near Underberg worthwhile with a classy victory. Here's hoping she continues to bring the smiles and the racing for many years to come. And the bubbles flowed copiously on the podium as the trio celebrated their rides. Confirming Arne de Toy's win in the men's race by just 7 seconds from Jan Vitar. Behind them, a wealth of talented racers. Radovan Ludica was just 2 seconds behind Boshoff. Stellenbosch's JP Du Plessis is climbing the ladder quickly, as is the young KZN rider Daniel van der Walt, who is just 2 minutes off the race winner's pace in 6th place. Bianca Hall and Vera Losso were the class acts in the elite women's field, with a mix of youth and experience behind them. Under 15 Nika Nokia is one to look out for in the future. She was just over 3 minutes off the podium and ahead of a number of more experienced riders. A day before the marathon race, Gauteng was awash with rain. But that just added to the fun for the young racers in the 25-kilometre half marathon.
Apparently 2 years ago, it was also muddy and very wet, but I didn't do it. I only did last year where it was scorching hot, so I'm looking forward to it.
I think it's going to be flat out from the start. Really strong people here.
Dewan, Damien, Matt, Dylan, all those people.
Oh, there's some competition, but it should be lacking.
It was flat out from the gun as the Sprogs, Nippers, Sub-Juniors, Youths and Juniors raced their legs off. Ultimately, the overall winner was youth racer Jaco Aldam, who held off Neo Tele by 15 seconds in a frenetic and muddy race.
Yeah, you really want to plan your attacks and how you want to drop people, but he just wouldn't drop. So in the last K, I dropped him.
Mountain biking for me, I really enjoy the sport. It's always at a nice venue with nice people. And it's just like a really nice atmosphere for me. It's like this positive energy by all of the races, which I really enjoy. Well done to Amelie, well done to all the girls out there. We fought until the end. It was a lovely race.
Guys, we're here at the Kids Ride for the Virgin Active Ride Joburg 2024. It's an amazing day. The weather conditions have turned out to be absolutely spectacular. We got the parents on the sideline. We got all the supporters, all our sponsors, all our partners, but most importantly, we got the amazing kids. Here they are.
I came with my mom, my brother, my sister, and my dad. I'm just here to have fun.
It's special because it keeps them fit and it's a nice day out to spend with the kids.
If ever there was evidence that riding bikes is cool and good fun, it was right here at the Virgin Active Ride Joburg Mountain Bike Weekend. The future has good legs for sure. Never mind the mud and puddles, it was all about riding and racing your bike.
Virgin Active, a Ride Joburg MTB event. It's all the kiddies' day that we've had today. The weather started a little bit dodgy, a little bit scary, but it turned into absolute bliss for mountain biking. We had our 25k athletes all the way down to the 1k athletes, the littlies with their parents. It was so inspiring to see. What a day it's been. A big thank you to our sponsors and partners, all the riders, all the parents, all the supporters. What a day.
Even the very smallest had their chance to ride and be part of the vibe. Mums and dads played their parts as well. Some got a little more exercise than they bargained for. And the fun didn't end at the finish line. In true Virgin Active Ride Joburg tradition, there was so much to keep young and old entertained and energized in the race village. Surely there is no better way to spend a Saturday. By any measure, the Virgin Active Ride Joburg Mountain Bike Weekend was an absolute blast for novices and regular riders alike. Taking place within an estate makes for a truly special on and off the bike experience. The trails are engaging but not too technical, ensuring that every rider gets a good workout and finishes with, "I want more of this" vibes.
2024 has been an amazing year for us here at Steyn City. We've actually launched some newer stands called the Terraces, which is selling super well. We're actually going to be launching a new phase of that. What's really exciting is about a week ago, we've actually just opened our Steyn City Hotel by Saxon. So everyone, watch this space, and I think you should be looking for accommodation before Ride Joburg next year. It's definitely the best experience that you can have. For 2025, we're going to be launching some really incredible products. We've got our new rental apartment products, which are actually looking out onto the golf course, which is 2 and 3 bedroom apartments. We've got some beautifully selected apartments at our city centre flagship development, which we're going to be selling off plan. We're going to be launching our new senior living at city centre as well, and then also releasing some newer stands in our village area, which the guys are actually going to be riding through today in the more undeveloped sections of the estate. So it's a really, really exciting 2025. Ride Joburg is an amazing partnership for us as Steyn City. We love working with the team from Virgin Active, Ride Joburg and Faces, and we have some other exciting events that we also host. It's really, really amazing partnership, and we just love being the host of Ride Joburg, and we really look forward to hosting it in 2025.
Steyn City, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, great place. The scenery, waterfalls. I mean, riding along the golf course and that as well. I mean, just what more do you want? Yeah, it's beautiful out here. Yeah, really, really stunning.
My day has been great. So far so good. I'm not complaining. I'm at 38 Ks, so like 12 Ks to go. So I'm not complaining. The weather is awesome.
Yeah, it's been nice. It's been fun. I love the downhills. The hills are, they're just hills. We get over them. But yeah, it's been lots of fun. Nice water points. Yeah, almost there. If it's a bit longer, I struggle a little bit. But yeah, I'm just eating, drinking every now and then again, and just keeping the vibes up.
There's some technical boards that you need to. Oh, I'm not that good, but I think if you train it, anyone can do it. Yeah.
So it's an amazing experience here at Steyn City. It's 50 Ks of single track is really awesome to have in an enclosed area. I think what's nice is there's 3 water points. So if you time it correctly, you stop at those water points, take a bit of a breather, chat with friends, eat something. and you move from water point to water point, then it's doable.
It's been marvelous. You know, with all the people around here, the terrain, the weather, more importantly, it's been blessed because this place is very tough. So very happy to be here as always. You know, what an event, always organized well, always the media coverage, excellent food, amazing. What more can we ask for? I just need my medal, guys.
It's absolutely spectacular state. The wildlife, the nature, the trails. I mean, you can do anything from hiking to cycling to running. You can do anything in this state.
I'm actually more of a road biker, to be honest, and started doing mountain biking just to join in with some of my buddies, and I enjoy it.
It takes you places you wouldn't see on a normal bicycle, so you're going to nature, you see wildlife, and I enjoy it.
I think for me it's a combination of the endurance that is required to get through it and the technical bits which also are fun for me. So I always look forward to just giving it my best and making the best of the day, of the race. There's space for everyone, the pros and the not so pros, right? So like myself, we just take it easy and be careful on the technical bits, but always fun.
So far, it wasn't too bad. I must admit, yeah, by about 30 k's, I started tiring, but after a couple of cups of water over my head, I'm actually feeling quite good now, and looking forward to the next 12 k's. I would say the first 20 k's. The first 25 k's was about the best part for me. Absolutely loved it. A lot of low flying. Just this last section, a bit of climbing that tired me out, but other than that, I'm good to go.
I love mountain biking because nothing is simple and straightforward. It's technical and then you have to be on your wheels because you can fall at any time here. So yeah, no, I like the technical part. Yeah, that's why I love it. I can't help it.
That's really awesome, eh? Tracks are amazing, nice, smooth flowing. The weather was amazing, not hot, no rain. It was just excellent for cycling.
It was great. First of all, beautiful track, nice weather in the morning. I prepared well. A little bit of cramps towards the end, I think 5 k's to go, but awesome race, beautiful people. No, I think I haven't seen falls and stuff, but yeah, I loved it. I'll come back again and again and again, but beautiful venue, everything well organized.
That's what it's about, huh? No pain, no gain. It was good fun. I'll be back here next year.
So it was nice, but it was very technical. There's a lot of technicality, but I think we managed to pass through the technicalities. But we really, really enjoyed the 50K.
Especially being the first one for us.
Yes.
That's a wrap for an amazing weekend here at Steyn City. The Virgin Active Ride Joburg mountain bike events coming to a close. What an incredible festival of cycling here at Steyn City. The trails have been amazing. We had a little bit of rain on Saturday morning, made us worry a little bit, but it actually made the trails exceptionally beautiful. The guys raving about every meter of those trails out there. Big thank you to Virgin Active hosting us and making the event what it is. To all the rest of the riders, all the rest of our sponsors, partners and crew. You guys are absolutely amazing. From the little kiddie wings doing the 1 kilometer all the way up to the 50 kilometer. We had all ages, all sizes, all genders, all mixes, everyone coming out to have the Festival of Cycling with us. It's been absolutely incredible. We're going to wrap it up Next weekend, Sunday, we're going to see you out on the road for the big one, the Virgin Active Ride Joburg 2024.